What's up guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another video. And today we are doing the Q&A. Recently I actually put up a poll on Instagram to see if you wanted to know more about me or just stick to the awesome videos about these guys, but more of you wanted to find out more about me, so I also asked you guys to send me some questions, and I have a few here that I can answer for you, hopefully to the best of my ability, and give you the answer that you want. But yeah, so let's get on with the video. Right guys, so let's crack on with the first questions. I've got them on my laptop here because I film on my phone. If anyone is interested, I do film on my iPhone because who has the money for a camera? Anyway, so firstly, let's have a look at this first question. So this is from, I'll put the questions up here by the way so you guys can see who answered them and everything. So this is from Tobias. Do you have a hamster cage below your fish tanks? Well, that is an interesting question, Tobias, and thank you for that. And yes, I do. It's actually not there at the moment. It normally goes just here. There's the stuff for him and food and everything, and there's cleaning stuff up there. But yes, Tobias, I do. I'll show you a picture of my hamster now. Aww. So yes, I have I think he's about 5-6 months old now, little dwarf hamster. And he's awesome. I don't really show him much in videos actually. If you do want to see him in a video, go down below and comment or hit the like button. That would be amazing. But yes, Tobias, go back to your question. I do have a hamster cage underneath my fish tanks. My room, it isn't that massive, so I don't know how it looks on camera, but I do have different animals apart from fish now, and I'm running out of space. So basically, I put him under the fish tank. He is fine. He's happy under there. At the moment, because it's really hot today, he's in a separate room. But yes, he does live under the fish tank, and he is very noisy at night. So if you're thinking about getting a hamster, try and be able to sleep through a lot because they do make a lot of noise. But yes, so that is the first question. Question number 2 is from Barry's Aquariums, and it's, what was your first fish tank? Now, when people ask me, because I have quite a few fish tanks now, and I've had fish tanks for a while, and when people ask me about what was my first fish tank, Sean, if you're watching, I know you'll be laughing about this. So basically, back in when I went to sixth form, which was a few years ago now, me and my mate Sean thought it was a good idea to take some time off of school. We bunked a day, and we thought it would be a good idea to buy a fish tank. So we went along to Pets at Home, we bought a fish tank, we got it back here, we set it up. We were super excited. I'll put a picture of it actually just up now. As you can tell, it's very, very basic, but no, we loved that fish tank. I think Sean could agree that it was one of the best ones. But yeah, that was really the start for me of sort of aquariums, I think, because you know, when we first set up that fish tank, we got 6 guppies to go in it. We were super excited, we had to pick them up, and unfortunately they all died, and I was super sad, and I was really sort of like upset, and I was just like, oh my god, like I loved it, and I loved having the fish tank, but I hated the fact they all died. I was like, what did I do wrong? But yeah, so that was my first fish tank that I got my mate Sean. It was about 20 litres, 25 litres. We thought it'd be cool to put funny decorations in or whatever, but yes, so that was my first fish tank. If you guys do have pictures of your first fish tank, I would be very interested to see them as well. If you DM me on Instagram. If you haven't already, please go down and follow my Instagram. I'll put it down below. It's Baily's Fish Tanks on Instagram, and send me some pictures of your first tanks. I would be very intrigued to see what they look like. So moving on to question number 3, I think this sort of links to the first fish tank, is what got you interested about tropical fish? This is from Surrey's Finest Fish. I think what first of all got me sort of like hooked onto tropical fish rather than sort of like cold water is, I think, because there was just more of a variety. I think one of my mates used to have a cold water tank, and I remember looking at it, and obviously goldfish are awesome. Who doesn't love goldfish? I have 2 right there. But I thought tropical, you could get so many more colours, so many different ones. And when I was younger, or before I got into the aquarium hobby, I always thought that you needed a lot more than just a heater to have a tropical tank. So I wasn't sort of too keen on getting into it, but I loved it at the same time. So So yeah, basically I got interested in it because of the type of fish you could keep. So knowing what kind of fish I could get, that was what was driving me to wanting to start a tropical tank. And then I set up my first ever one, which is this one you see just here now, which is the platy tank. And that was my first ever one. I got 4 fish for that tank. And they just simply, like all live bearers, they breed overnight. I had loads more. I've got about 20 in there now. And that really got me into the hobby. That sort of started me off as like, I want to continue this, and it gets bigger and bigger. If you do have fish tanks, you know what I'm on about. It doesn't stop. As soon as you get one, that is it. You're going to get more. So if you are getting into the aquarium hobby, make sure you have the space, because you're not just going to get one. Moving on to the next question. This is from the Fish Room 54. Also, I'll put it up on here. Are you getting a saltwater soon? So for a while, I've always actually wanted a saltwater tank. I love marine fish. I always have. I thought they were awesome. But after, you know, you watch loads of YouTube videos, and if you know someone that has saltwater, or you go to your aquarium shop and you ask about it, they will say that it's a lot more difficult because the fish are more sensitive and everything. And the salt sort of like parameters have to be right and everything. So I desperately want to get one, because I feel like now, after keeping all these fish, I'm ready for a saltwater tank, if that makes sense. So hopefully keep your eye out. In an upcoming video you might see me setting up a saltwater tank, fingers crossed, because that would be absolutely awesome. Because I do love like clownfish and like all that sort of stereotypical normal fish you get for a saltwater tank. And I also know you can get different types of eels and everything, so keep your eye out. Maybe there might be a saltwater fish tank coming soon. We never know. Subscribe down below just in case this happens. Keep your eye out, and also hit the notification bell, because if I do upload something like that, you'll be notified and you'll be able to see it straight away. So another question is from the Big Fish World. It says new tank and new fish. So basically, probably, I think that means what new tank would you get and what fish would you get to go in it. I think actually if I was to get a new tank, I think it would be bigger than the one I have here, because I don't know what it is, but I've always wanted a Asian arowana. Now, people that do know fish, if they don't, they grow up to roughly about 3.5 or about 3 feet long. They are pretty big, but they are awesome. I'll put a picture of one just here if you don't know what it is, but I can imagine a lot of you do, and they are just so awesome. So if I was to get a new tank and a new fish right now, it would probably be like a 7-foot long tank with an Asian arowana and probably a few more Oscars. Also guys, I just want to say I really appreciate you sending me these questions, because it's also good to get to know you guys as well, and get to know sort of what you guys want to see and what you guys do enjoy seeing on this channel, so I can carry that on. But yeah, so thank you very much for sending all these questions in. I do appreciate that a lot. Yes, so this is from AS Aquariums, and their question is, what's your favourite fish you've ever had? Now that is a difficult question for me, because every single fish I absolutely love. But if I was to have to choose one, it would probably be maybe my angelfish. I have one angelfish, an extra large one, and he is just awesome. I'll play a video of him right now so you can see him. So as you can tell, he is absolutely stunning as a fish, and he's just got so much personality, because I love fish that have loads of personality, hence 2 Oscar fish. But yes, I would say my favourite fish is my angelfish. He actually hasn't got a name. I do sort of struggle when it comes to sort of like naming them, because there is quite a few in here. So if you guys can think of any names for my angelfish, my favourite fish, I'd appreciate that. Go down below and let me see what you guys can come up with for the name for him, because that would be really cool. So the next question, thank you so much Sheena for sending this one through, is from Sheena's Flowers, and it is, how many fish tanks do you have? I do have exactly 5. So altogether I have 5 fish tanks. I have this big Oscar one behind me, which is about 240 litres, a little goldfish one here. I'm just sort of growing them out in there, because I've seen a few people be like, they need to be in bigger tanks. I know they do. I'm just growing them out for a little bit, and then I'm also obviously going to move them. I've got a platy tank just there. I have a massive tropical one there, so 125 litre one, and I also have a lobster aquarium over there. So I have 5 fish tanks and counting. maybe getting some more. And if you haven't seen already, guys, I do have now a crested gecko, which is awesome. He is just above me just there, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll pop it just above here. It was such a cool video to film and I absolutely love him. He has just got so much character, and whoever does have a crested gecko, they are so good to handle. So for my last question, it is from Snake Girl. I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I did pronounce that wrong. But she said, do you have any hidden talents? I don't actually know. I haven't given that one a thought. If I can think of one, I will definitely put it in a video. But I don't actually think... Actually, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to get back to you on that one. And I'll definitely put it in a video. But yes, I will have a think about that and tell you after. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who did send through some questions. I am always more than happy to answer any questions you guys have, so please go down below in the comments if you do have any questions and you didn't get time to actually ask me them before the video, then I'll always answer them in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has also subscribed recently. It really was a big milestone for me to hit 300 subscribers. It did mean so much. So thank you so much to everyone who subscribed and shown their support and love, because all I want to do on this channel is show love, positivity, and obviously knowledge about fish and everything like that. Because if you love animals as much as I do, then this channel is definitely for you. So yes, I hope you guys are all safe and happy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.